lesson, we are going to be displaying data using a stem and leaf plot. And when we do that, our data is organized by place value. So let's just look at what a stem and leaf plot looks like. Notice my stems are on the left, and that stands for tens. So that 3 actually is a 30, 40, 50. The leaves are going to stand for our ones place. So we're looking at low temperatures for the past 15 days, and they're all listed. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to display them in numerical order. We'll do all the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s. So as I'm doing this, I do like to mark my numbers to make sure that I've gotten all of them, and they need to be from least to greatest. So we're going to start off by finding all of the 30s. So I'm underlining there is a 39, a 38, no more there, a 32, and a 38 again. So I know that when I'm doing my 30s, I am going to have 4 data points listed. And it needs to be in numerical order. So the smallest is 32. Well, since this stands for a 30, we just put a 2 here. So we've used this one. We're next going to our 38s, and I see that there are 2 of them, so I must list 2 8s. And for 39, I'm going to just list my 9. Again, I had 4 numbers underlined, and notice this represents 32, 38, 38, 39. All right, well now let's go to our 40s. And I think I'm going to underline them in green. So I have a 42, a 46, a 43, a 47, a 46, a lot of 40s, and another 42, and a 45. So I'm double checking to make sure I have them all underlined and I have not missed any. So now I've got to go in numerical order. And I am going to go ahead and make sure that I mark them off as I use them. So the smallest 40 that I see actually was a 42, and I had 2 of them. Therefore, I'm writing 2 2s. Now I'm looking, and the next one is a 43. So there is my 3, and I have marked that off. Looking at them, now I have a 46, 46, 47, and a 45. So 45 is next. I'm listing my 5. And I have 2 46s. So there's a 6. Here's another 6. And I have 1 more left as a 47. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I've listed. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So notice, it's important to double check that you do not leave off any of the numbers that are listed above. Well, it looks like we have most of our work cut off for us because now we have our 50s. And I see I have here is a 50. There's 50. There's a 50. Going over here, and there's another one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers that are in the 50s. Again, I'm going to mark them off as I use them. I have 2 50s, so I'm going to record 2 zeros. I have 1 51, so I'm recording a 1. And I have a 53. And there it is. And we'll double check that we underlined in red 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know all of our data is shown now in our stem and our leaf plot. So when we're looking at this, we're going to be finding the mode. And the mode is the number that is listed the most. Well, in this situation, I see that I have 2 38s, I have 2 42s, I have 2 46s, and I have 2 50s. There is not anything that even has there's no 3 listing. So when you have that situation, we had 2 38s, 2 42s, 2 46s, and 2 50s. So we do have 4 modes. And it's not uncommon for you to have more than one. 4 is usually a lot, but in this situation, I guess not. So now to find the median, we are going to be looking for the middle of the data. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put a dot underneath the numbers as we use them, because we're going to go from least to greatest, and we're going to mark it off one at a time. So I'm marking one off there, and I'm marking one off here. I'm marking this one here and this one off. And we're going to keep doing that until we get to the middle. Again, you start from each side, and now you're going toward the middle. So here's one, and here's one, and here, and here, and here, and here. Well, we found it. Our median, with a number that happens to hit in the middle, is a 45. And last but not least, now we need to find the mean. And as we're finding the mean, we are going to need to go ahead and list all these numbers, and then we're going to divide it by how many numbers are present, and we know we're dividing it by 15. So I'm going to do our listing of our numbers for the mean right up here so that you'll be able to see everything. So going back to my chart, I had 32, just one of them. I had 2 38s. I only had 1 39. Going to my 40s, I have 2 42s. I only have 1 43. I have 1 45. I have 2 46s. I have 1 47. I have 2 50s. I have 1 51, and I have 1 53. So remember, we're going to have to add all of those up in order to find out our total, and our total is 662, and we're going to divide that by 15 to find the mean, to find the average data point. And so when I do that, I'm going to round it, and my average is 44.1 degrees. So our median was 45 degrees. The mode we had 4, but notice the mean was a little bit smaller than your median. If this video was helpful to you today, please add a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more Math with Marsha. See you again soon.